Hey everybody, welcome back to another Passat video. This is a 2014 Passat TDI, but it's going to be very similar on most Passats, at least in the B7 generation. And so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be replacing this dog bone mount, aka pendulum mount, as well as installing a polyurethane insert into this rubber bushing to kind of tighten everything up. Now, obviously I have the vehicle up on a lift. If you were doing this on the ground, here's, I think, how I would jack the car up. Right here on your factory pinch well reinforcement point is where I would put like your floor jack. I'd jack up this one side, and then I would put a jack stand like right here, and then same thing on the other side. So you're obviously gonna need a new dog bone mount. You're gonna need new bolts because it's a German car. You guys know I like to talk smack about this, but they have to do everything one-time use bolts. So you're gonna need 3 new bolts. I'm gonna link to all this stuff, so don't stress about trying to find this. It'll all be in the description. So new dog bone mount, 3 new bolts, and if your lower bushing is in bad shape, you may also want to get one of these. There's actually 2. You can kind of see right there. You can kind of see how it's like white, and then there's a split and then white. That's 2 different bushings stacked up on top of each other, an upper and a lower. The upper one is kind of a nightmare to replace, I believe. I've never done it. I've just kind of seen other people struggle with it. But the lower one's not too bad. This outside shell is plastic. You would just cut that maybe with like a jigsaw or hammer it out with a chisel, and then you could like pull this thing out after you pull this bolt, obviously, and then you could insert a new one. You could like drive it up in there with a bearing tool, for example, or even just a piece of wood. I think a 2x4 fits almost perfectly in this dimension. But I'm actually not going to do that because when I was expecting to replace this, but it's not that bad, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is remove the splash pan. That's super simple. It's just 4 Torx T25s on the side, and then there's gonna be 3 bolts at the back. You can see I've got this metal one, which is cool because it's got access doors for the oil changes and things like that, oil change and transmission service. So I've got this upgraded metal one, and you can get it too over at lusooverland.com, but it's a nice upgrade to not only add some real protection to this stuff, this low-hanging expensive transaxle, but like I said, also you don't have to take the whole splash pan off when you're just like draining your oil. Okay, so let's go over some parts. Like I said, we got the dog bone mount, we've got the 3 new bolts for it, and then I've got my Powerflex poly insert. They have different durometers of this depending on what you're looking to do. This one is the medium grade, a higher durometer than like your street kind of car, just kind of factory replacement, but not nearly as hard as if you were wanting a race feel to it. And because, you know, the thing is, the higher the durometer, the more NVH, noise, vibration, harshness, that you can feel in the cabin. But the tighter turn, the less body roll into the corners, less lean this should have. So it's a trade-off. So I went right in the middle with the yellow one. Now, like I said, if you wanted to replace that lower rearward most mount on the dog bone, there are 2 different designs, 2 different shapes, depending on what year and engine of Passat you have. So definitely verify what design yours has in the middle, because that has to match up with the way that the pendulum mount, you can select this one, has to fit into these holes. So you have to order the corresponding polyurethane insert for the right kind of lower dog bone bushing that you have. Okay, so this is super straightforward. You've got 2 bolts at the front going into the transmission and 1 at the rear going into the subframe. The ones at the front of the vehicle are 16 millimeter. A little magnetic tray. Put those right there. And then we've got the one at the rear, which is a 21 millimeter. And then the dog bone mount comes right out. To test this, I was prying on it when it was in the vehicle, and there is some cracking in there. And again, it's not horrible on mine, but it is a little bit. With this thing being so easy to replace, I figured I'd go for it. And now you have a really great view of this lower rear bushing, so you can really pry on it. And I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, maybe I should replace it. I'm right here. I have the part. I don't think it's that bad. Like, this rubber is not ripped, but I'm right here. I probably should. All right, screw it. We're here. We have the part. Let's replace it. The worst that could happen is it just creates an enormous problem for me, and my car is down for weeks, and I have to pull the whole subframe, right? Let's see what happens. I've got a jigsaw here. Now remember, I've never done this before, guys, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express. I'm taking a jigsaw. I'm gonna take it in not too far, because I don't want to cut into the upper bushing. Just a little bit to get into the lower bushing as I push it that way to cut through the side of it. I should probably wear safety glasses. Well, I learned my lesson that time. So what I did is I made 2 cuts through the side into that plastic. Cut through those wings. I cut the center out by just cutting those 2 side wings. Okay, so with that center section chopped out, this ring here is plastic, and I pulled this one out. This is where my first 2 cuts went in on the side. And then you just need to pry this out. I pulled on it with a hammer, beat it with a punch, and as you can see now, I got it out. It's just plastic. If this outer sleeve was metal, this bushing would be a nightmare to get out. You'd have to use a press. You probably have to remove the whole subframe and do this on a hydraulic, like 20-ton press. But since it's plastic, you can just cut it out. And then what you want to do is you want to get up in here, make sure you didn't hurt the upper bushing. Looks like I just barely kissed it, but not hurt at all. Make sure you didn't score up any of this metal too bad. If you did, just hit some sandpaper, emery cloth on it, and you should be fine. Now we're ready to put in the new factory bushing. Now take a picture of yours before you pull it out so you can know what orientation your new one has to go in. But basically, this divot faces the front like that. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. The thing that I'm kind of scared about is getting the new one in, since it's obviously gonna be like such a tight fit. Clean that up. Now I'm gonna try putting some silicone on here. Silicone spray. Move it up a little bit. Same with the outside of the mount. So I'm gonna position that. See if I can't get it started. Oh yeah, I definitely complicated this job. It's like you can't hit it straight in the center because the bushing just moves on you because the rubber just absorbs the impact. So Let's try hitting it with a piece of wood. So you've got to kind of get it perfectly lined up. Oh, I thought I had it. I'm screwed. Oh, fuck. The way that you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to put a bolt with a backing plate on top and suck the bushing through. I don't think I have a bolt long enough to do that. No. Keeps wanting to fall backwards. God damn it. Whoa!
Yeah!
Oh. Holy shit, I can't believe it. We're not 100% straight, but I don't even care. Oh yeah, that'll work. This is gonna work. Here we go. Okay, you got pressure on it? Yeah. You can turn it. All right, so here's a trick to turn it. If you don't get it perfectly in, just get a trim removal tool, which has a slot in it, which you can fit into the plastic bushing. So you can give it some taps. We're getting it straightened out. There we go. And we got pressure on it. I cannot believe we managed to bang this thing in. I thought for sure I was going to the hardware store. Come on, don't break on me now. It's this front lip. Move your wood more to the front. Yeah. A little more. More towards the front, yeah. No. Well, it's like, oh, squeezing out. Oh, okay. It's just, we just got to get the back out.
Yeah.
We just got to get the back out a little bit. There we go. Nice. Okay. It's like, okay, the back is out more now than the front. I mean, we're gonna run into that situation every time. How are you supposed to do
twisting it from here?
Yeah, I guess. That's a good idea.
But how do you even twist it?
I can twist it. And not push up at the same time.
You think there's like a special tool that's like a socket almost? How the fuck do they get that in there?
I am so fucked. I guess just because, I mean, we are biased at the rear.
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, we're so biased at the rear. What's crazy is even when I hit the front, it still makes the rear go in. Ooh.
Did you get it?
No. Close. God, it's close though. Be all the way on the front. Yeah, like that. Why does it get so biased towards the rear? That's what I don't get. If we could just hit it straight up and in, why does this part stick out? Why does it, ooh, tap here.
Like it's almost becoming an oval or something weird.
I know.
Wow,
Like it's gonna break. Because it wants to squeeze it out, this bottom part out. Strangest thing I've ever seen. I don't know what to do. I feel like this is gonna happen even if I try screwing it in. If it was like that, it would be easy.
Yeah.
Because then the reinforced part would be going in. but I know that it goes like this. Put something flat, like a piece of wood like he has, and then a piece of metal up here with a bolt, and then the bolt sucks it up perfectly evenly. And yeah, stuff it with paper. Oh, I'm so fucked. Because that other tool keeps it around,
it keeps
so
it
that it can't
the whole
expand
time.
it. I didn't even need to fuck with this. This could have been done in 10 minutes. So, transmission pendulum mount. This goes right here, right? And I can get it started just by like old school mallet, block of wood. But what happens is, since this outer case is plastic, as it starts to go in, it starts pinching out this part. And so like it sticks out past here. So as you start to go up, it like won't let you, because on the front side, it like basically becomes like an oval, you know? So yeah, you have room up top. Like there's a VW tool that like, there's like a plate up top.
And then a bolt comes down and it sucks it in, huh?
Yeah, but the key, what it does, not only does it suck it in, but there's like almost like a socket around it that's press fit so that this thing can't squeeze oval. You know what I mean? So it keeps it round.
It sits in this fucking recess, and then you can...
Yeah, it sits in like a metal cup that's perfectly sized to this.
Alex might have something.
You know, I'm thinking like if you have like a hub press type of thing, like something that's like a socket almost that's big enough to like go around it so that it can't mushroom out. On one hand, I was excited that it was plastic because I could just cut it out with a jigsaw, but then I didn't even, like I said, I didn't think one step ahead.
It's
like I have a washer.
The only way to do it is to probably press it.
Listen to me, friends. Do not take this bushing out. It will leave you with a nightmare. I'm so stupid. I did not think about, this thing's really easy to get out. I did not think about how the hell are you gonna get the new one in? You can't hammer it in. We can get it started with a hammer, but what happens is, since the outside is made of plastic, what starts to happen is it starts to oval out and push a lip out. So then a lip is sticking out and getting caught up. It's not remaining a circle as you start to hammer it in. It's becoming an oval and getting caught up. So there's a whole tool, of course, that VW has basically to go around it to keep it a circle. So here's what I'm going to try. I got this strut spacer. We sanded out the middle of it with a rat file to make it fit around the new VW mount. What we're going to do, we're going to hammer this to get it started, and ideally the strut, the piece of aluminum, the strut spacer, the top hat spacer, is going to keep the bushing a circle so that we can continue to hammer it up and it'll go in straight without getting cattywampus. Oh my gosh, this was the worst decision I ever made. All right. Remember how excited we were the first time we got it in?
Oh, I know.
All right, and we thought we were on the home stretch. Come forward more right there. Right. Turn this hand. Actually, I'll just turn the bushing, sorry. Right there.
Good.
Yeah. Why is it doing that? Actually, okay, you gotta be right there.
Right there. There you go. Nice.
Are you in the back?
Yeah.
Dude, it's going in straight. Good. It's got a little bit of a circle, but if we push up the aluminum ring now, I think we have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If we hammer up the, oh, I know. We'll use the tool that Alex let us borrow for that. That's gonna work perfectly.
Just kind of put it over it and...
Oh no, it won't, never mind. Well, maybe it will.
It might. Yeah? Oh, barely.
It's working.
Sick.
So the aluminum is holding. It's gonna try to keep it. There we go. So it's gonna it's gonna try to keep it from getting too ovally. So I think if I whack it it might actually work. All right, yeah, put the wood up. It's starting to crack, so. Oh yeah, yeah, I think it's gonna work. Okay, take it out real quick. I think this is gonna work. It's not, I don't know if it's 100%
I feel like it's
straight,
the most in we
but it,
put.
oh, by far, dude. Okay, let's hammer this thing home. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, this is gonna work, dude. Yeah, ready? Okay, I think that's all it's doing. Because the aluminum is preventing us from doing it now. It's working!
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my goodness, we had to make a ring to hold the bushing from turning into an oval. We needed a 2x4, we needed rubber mallets, hammers. We did it!
Yeah!
Dude! Grease up this insert. Again, remember there is a different Powerflex model depending on what bushing model you have. There's 2 different shapes. So we're gonna put that in, push that up. And the hard part is getting it to go into the upper. And then keep hitting that lower subframe bushing. Keep pounding it in until it touches the upper one. So you can see there's the lower one, there's the upper one. You can see how in the middle there, they're touching. Don't leave it flat with the subframe. Keep pounding it up. That's where the old one was. I forgot about that and I actually installed the Powerflex insert and then realized it, pulled the front of it out, hammered it up more. So putting that in here now as a reminder, this lower bushing, it's not flush with the bottom of the subframe. It goes up about 3/8 of an inch until it touches the upper one. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I've been at this way too long. Guys, here's what I learned. Get the dog bone in before you do the poly insert. If you don't, the poly insert wants to move the upper bushing around and out of the way rather than sliding past it. So the dog bone is gonna hold that upper rubber factory bushing in place. So dog bone first. I've just got them loosely, the front end loosely right now, but I'm gonna get them torqued up here pretty soon. So on the back, your Powerflex kit comes with a small washer and a big washer. So a small washer is gonna go in here, then big washer, like that. And then we need to do an additional 90. So mark your bolts and then turn them an extra 90 degrees. And you do want to be, following the torque specs, especially on these ones going into the transmission. You're going into aluminum, and I have heard of guys going crazy with these and cracking the transmission case. Ugh. Woo! This one got me, folks. One little mistake added so much to this job by removing that bushing. All right, we are all done. And I think before I put the skid plate back on, I'm gonna lower the car, go for a test drive so I can see what this Powerflex medium durometer insert feels like. Oh my God, you guys. I'm in the car now, everything's buttoned up. Do you guys hear that rumble? Do you hear that massive amount of rumble? Interesting. So under load, it goes away completely, but at idle, right, you guys, we are on the test drive and it's crazy. My initial impression is there is so much extra noise, vibration, harshness with the poly insert. There is so much rattling at idle. Like right now we're driving and it's great. It's fine. I gotta still do some cornering and see how much it tightens up. I have noticed like better power delivery already to the ground. The other time where it gives you an increase in NVH, not just at idle, but if you are coasting, foot off the pedal, off the accelerator, and then you go slowly to accelerate, that initial power application, you get rumble there. Yeah, it definitely tightened up everything. I do notice a difference in power delivery to the ground, and I definitely notice less body roll. I just think my engine, my transaxle was all kind of flailing around in the turns. And so keeping it from moving too much is helping out. So we definitely made some improvements, but yeah, that idle NVH is wild. So check this out. Coming up to, I'll stop right here and you can see what I'm talking about. The camera's all wavy. That's how much we're rattling around right now. So I'm gonna drive around like this for a few days, probably about a week, before I make a decision on what I'm gonna do. Maybe the NVH will settle down. Maybe things will kind of wear in a little bit. I doubt it. And so then what I'll probably end up doing is maybe pulling it out and just running just the new rubber DOGBONE, new rubber lower subframe mount. That'll probably be enough. And if not, you can always try the lower durometer poly insert, but I have a hard time believing that just 5 Shore A is gonna make a difference. And the reason why I went with the yellow Powerflex bushing is because that's what they recommend for tuned diesels. So this is the application for it. But yeah, if you're not prepared to deal with that amount of vibration at idle, which I'm not, this being like a daily driver, then I definitely don't recommend a poly insert, but we'll see what happens. And we're back. There is no way that I can run with this poly insert. It is horrible. Now trying to get it out, that's gonna be a real challenge too, because that thing is in there. Getting the front out is no problem. It's this back side. I mean, that's wild. I could put my whole body weight on this thing and it won't come out. There it comes. I got a screwdriver in from behind it, kind of pushed on it like that, pushed it forward a little as I pulled, and that seemed to, there it comes. If you push forward from the rear, that's how you get them out. Oh my God. Yeah, like I said, I don't recommend the Powerflex DOGBONE insert. I can't think of any, I mean, if it's a track car or you're 16 years old, those are the only two possible groups that would be okay with that level of chatter, vibration, like your fillings are gonna fall out. Yeah, I think if you are trying to firm up the power to the ground, any kind of sway that you're having, then just replace the DOGBONE mount. It takes 2 seconds. It's the easiest thing in the world. Avoid replacing the lower bushing unless you get the special tool for it. Just replace the DOGBONE mount. Whew! That's the video. I'll see you next time.
Did a little bit of testing. This is with the old setup, worn original bushings. You can see how much movement the cab has as it comes to a brake, flying forward about 1/2 inch. This is with new bushings and the polyurethane insert, much improved. And then lastly, this is with the poly insert removed. And I don't really notice any difference in the amount of travel with or without the poly insert. So overall, Power to ground is improved. The amount of movement in the transaxle is improved. I am happy that this job is done.